generally speaking, there is a fairly organic progression that people go through when they're diagnosed with cancer. And the first phase of the journey usually is quite shocking and disturbing for most people.
Right.
One of the most amazing things that I experience as an oncologist is how many people I took care of who had cancer today who thought they were fine yesterday. And so it's a very poignant reminder of many of the truths of the great spiritual traditions, including the impermanence of life and how uncertain life is, and yet we take life for granted. So one of the blessings of my many, many years of being an oncologist is that I know that life is impermanent and can vanish in a heartbeat, because I've seen this happen to so many people, as I said, who had cancer today and yesterday they thought they were fine. So oftentimes when people are diagnosed with cancer, there's this sense of shock and overwhelm. And there's an avalanche of questions that's accompanied by the diagnosis. What is this cancer? How did I get it? Where did it come from? What are my treatment options? Am I going to live or die?
Right.
Will I be disfigured?
Right.
And then there's a host
Will
of...
my insurance pay for it?
I was going to just say there's a host of practical questions too. You know, will my insurance pay for this? Do I need a second opinion? Who's going to take care of my children when I'm going through chemotherapy or surgery? This is a big challenge. I mean, it's, for many people, it's the biggest challenge of their life. So we have to begin here, and this is what I call level 1, or education and information, because there's a natural, compelling need to have practical, meaningful answers to these questions and to get them as quickly as possible so you can make effective choices. It's important because it's very clear that people who understand their disease, understand their treatment options, have the best outcomes, have the best chance of getting the maximum benefit from their care. So in level 1, we focus very clearly on making sure that every individual has the knowledge, the information, the education that they need to make the best choices for them or their loved ones. But there's another reason why we begin in level 1 with education and information, and that's because until the mind is quieted and comforted, it's impossible to go home and relax and even get a good night's sleep. It's impossible to enter into the deeper levels of healing, to kind of go up the chain, if you will, from level 1 to 2 and 3 and all the way up to level 7.